Hi everyone, my name is Jay. Today we're going to be talking about being a good listener. I always considered myself a good communicator because I am pretty easygoing and I have no problem making new friends. But whenever I had difficult conversations, whenever I had awkward moments, I thought I could do better. So I worked on my listening skills because I thought that was where I had the most room for improvement. The first thing I did was tuning into experts in cognitive psychology and behavioral neuroscience who study the subject. And I put the discoveries into practice. I really tried to deliberately change my behavior. It's still a work in progress, but I'm already seeing tangible results. So in this video, I'd like to share with you what my obstacles are and how I'm overcoming them. And I'll also give you a few tips you can use in your life to become a better listener. So let's get to it. When it comes to effective listening, an important first step is to give them uninterrupted time to speak. It's actually pretty difficult. In my case, I tried to let them speak as much as they could. I even tried to pay a lot of attention to what they were saying. But eventually I interrupted because I felt that I had to. What was happening was that, when I was listening, I just kept piling up ideas in my head. Things like a convincing counter argument, maybe a study that contradicts their beliefs. I thought the information I had would help them, so I would say it eventually. One time I was chatting with my friend from college, and she just told me that she gave up applying to this graduate program she was interested in because she didn't meet one of the requirements. But I thought she misread the requirements. So I looked at their website and showed it to her, and she acknowledged that she was wrong. And I was like, you meet the requirements, the deadline's months away, you should definitely apply. I thought she would be ecstatic to find out about this, but she seemed to be really frustrated with me. Probably because I just gave her advice without being asked. If I didn't interrupt her, she was probably going to talk about the other path she was going to pursue. Maybe she was already really excited about that. Maybe all she wanted from me was encouragement. So there were a couple of things I could do. First, I could simply give her even more time to speak. I could at least make sure that she said everything she wanted to say. Another thing I could do was to let her know that I was willing to give her advice without giving advice already. I could say something like, hey, let me know if you want to talk about your career path. I might be able to help you. And she might say something like, oh, really? What did you think about my plan? What would you do if you were me? And then I could finally start speaking. Patience is the key. Here's a recap of today's takeaways. There are only 3 of them, so maybe next time you talk to somebody, you can try them out and see how it goes. The first step, give them uninterrupted time to speak. Just because you have a great idea doesn't mean you have to say it. Be patient. Don't get excited about your own ideas when you're listening. Keep your attention on what they are saying. The second tip, don't give advice without being asked. Try to understand if they're problem solving or they just want you to hear them. The third tip, show them that you're always on their side. When they share with you a problem or frustration, don't say something like, that's not a big deal. Say something like, I'm here for you. Emotional connection is paramount. The journey to become an excellent listener is different for everybody because we are all different. All we need to do is develop a little bit of self-awareness. We need to be conscious of our information processing patterns so that we can maximize our strengths and minimize our weaknesses. I hope you found this video useful to you. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up on YouTube and subscribe to this channel so that you will never miss the content I'll be making. Please also comment on this video to share your insights. Thank you so much for listening to me. I'll see you next time.